Well, of course, here we have got the final live hour of the one-day special, which is, of course, Pink Frog Crust. But before we get into details of the one-day special, well, we have got happy hours. And happy hour, and not just one, we have got two of them. Now, what it means is the price will stay low for this hour and this hour only. Then it will go back to its original price. And the first happy hour is one of my favorites. It's 1 full liter of collal glue. Now, of course, you have got a saving of £14 and you're just paying £15.99. But I'm not in this hour alone. I'm not. I'm with an amazing crafter and friend, which is, of course, Hazel Eaton. Now, Hazel, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Now, before we go into details about the one-day special and other stuff, you and I, we are big fans of collal glue.
This is my go-to glue for matting and layering because it sets like concrete.
It does.
And it adds stability to your cards, you know. If you're, say you're working on a slightly thinner cardstock, maybe it's a 250 GSM, for instance, and you are matting and layering, by the time you've got that matting layered up with that glue, sets like concrete.
And also, don't be afraid, because this is 1 liter, it's a big bottle. Can we decant this into other bottles?
Of course, you can do it into the small,
which you may have.
You've
like
got your small one here, or even our little glue applicators, which are going to be back before the month's out, hopefully.
Oh,
next time I'm here, we'll have them back. But I can't remember how many fills. Was it 20?
So we worked it out that this would be 10 times refill the smaller one.
Yeah.
And the other one, I think it was
26.
26. I think it was
26.6.
Exactly, 26.6. I'm sure that it was 26. So imagine this one bottle, 26 times that smaller bottle. Also, another thing, it's good for the planet because a bigger bottle means less plastic.
Waste, yes.
Now, and also I would say one thing is, like what Hazel has said is exactly how I feel about this glue. Is the go-to for matting and layering. A full bottle, liter bottle. Now you have got there a saving of £14. You are just paying £15.99, which means that actually for this hour it's almost half price. 227990 is your item number. Now we have got another happy hour, which is massive, and I mean, my muscles are working.
There you go, work them wings.
I did. Oh, that's me told. All right, so can I stop now?
Yeah, that'll do.
All right, so we are getting A4 and A3, 300 GSM, 120 sheets in total. So we are getting 40 of the A3 and 80 of the A4. Super smooth card. What can we use it for?
We have got 3 boards down there, which is packed with all sorts of techniques. So whether you're inking straight onto it, whether you're using your texture paste, you can be embossing. You've got your black gesso on there. Gilding wax put through your embossing folders. If you've picked them all up together, your arms are going to ache.
My arm is
stencils. You can be using your watercolour pens, your watercolour pencils. You've got your alcohol markers. If you only could have one card to craft with, this is the card that I would recommend because it does so much. Distress inks with water, you can use your oxides, you can use your eyes inks on there as well. Distress oxides with the doing the galaxy technique. There's so many different things. You've even got your paint on there. Braid down at the bottom there, and your sprays. It takes water well. You've got the faux bleaching with your oxides, scrumpling it up and making it look old. Heat embossing, die cutting.
Absolutely. Now, in the background, I'm kind of trying to hold it as steady as I can, but my arm is it's a little bit achy at the minute.
I should have held this board up and said, this is what it doesn't do. What can't it do? I don't know.
Well, basically, it's the super smooth. But thank you to Claire, who has done these boards as well.
Fantastic boards, Claire.
Now,
thank you.
it showcases, but they are important. So, you know, my arm might hurt tomorrow, but I'm glad that there is these boards because they showcase the amazing nature of super smooth. Why so many of us is our go-to. Remember?
I was waiting to cut in, but you've let me come in. And also, it's really important because if you take advantage of these happy hours now, you're definitely going to get them for Christmas. So if you need to stock up on glue, so you've got it over the Christmas period, or your card stock, now's the time.
That's a very good point. Thank you, Hazel,
and it's the last time it'll be on at this price and guaranteed for Christmas. So
perfect.
Yeah.
So if you want them for Christmas, then please do make sure to check them out. Look at that, £8 saving, £13.98 is your price. 462614 is your item number. You have got 55 minutes to check out those baskets and get the happy hour deals. Right now, that's the happy hours, but we are gonna look at the one-day special. 3/4 of the stock already gone. Now, what do we get here, Hazel?
So you've got that beautiful rose stamp set, and that gives you 13 different stamps. So that ranges from the stem, you've got separate leaves, 3 separate leaves in there, and then you've got the rosebud separate. You've also then got a single rose head. You've got that nice one with the 3 little leaves already attached. So it just gives you choices if you want to just stamp that one down or you want to build your own varied one up. It's up to you. Then you've got that gorgeous music note stamp for the background. That looks beautiful, stamped out in portions or as a solid background. And then we've given you a selection. You've got happy birthday, anniversary and congratulations. And then on top of that, we're giving you 5 sheets of True Green, 5 sheets of True Red and 5 sheets of Super Smooth, all in 21 by 30. And then you'll also get the instruction sheet for 10 fancy folds. So it's like a proper starter kit or Christmas present, whatever you want, stocking filler. It's just a really good deal.
And also sometimes it's just, you can never have enough card.
No.
And
that's a good way of trying. If you haven't tried our red and green card, you're getting it in there for free. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting it in there for free because the stamps are £14.95.
So basically, you're paying for the stamps, and then you're not paying anything for the course.
Yeah.
Right. So if you want your one-day special, remember 3/4 of the stock are gone. 962066 is your item number. With £14.95 is what you're paying, and if you're a Freedom member, of course, you don't pay P&P. And then we have got the texture stamps as well. They are absolutely fabulous. Now, Hazel, you did a beautiful card early on, which was very similar to this one at 8 a.m.
I did, yes. So Claire's done this one, and that's how I was inspired for this demo.
I love that.
But the one that I did this morning, I've got it on my side. Okay. It's a little easel card out of the 15 by 42. I'll put it over, look. But it's the same technique where you're stamping the music notes out and then stamping the rose over the top. But that will fold flat. I wouldn't say flat enough for posting cheaply, but it's a beautiful card there, using them textures in the background, which I love that one.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Right, of course, and then we have got the beautiful card here that shows the crackle effect in there. And of course, we have got a board as well that showcases how all 4. I mean, this one, I find it...
I love that.
I love that.
I love the way that the glossy accents have interfered with the ink and it's shone a different colour. And in fact, there is another sample that I'll want to show you, but it's on your side and it's in this first stack. And Claire made it, and it's a single rose.
Is this one?
No.
No. Okay.
I think it's about 4 down.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This
5.
5.
That one.
That one?
No,
that. Okay, this one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
So can you see the rose? Yeah. The glossy accents on there?
Yeah.
It's just changed the colour. So it just looks gorgeous.
It is indeed. And of course you can see the texture here as well with the heat embossing. Right, if you want to go for this bundle, £14.95, 941170 is your item number. Then we are going into the watercolour card next, which have got a bundle of 80 sheets in total, 280 GSM. Now that is better than half price because you're saving 1 penny off a half price. Now £16 is the saving, £15.99 is what you are paying. Hazel, we are both massive fans again of watercolour card.
I would be tempted to be putting that in my basket because it's something like 20p a sheet, and I love watching the ink. Can I do it?
Yes, of course.
I know it's not a proper demo. I just want you to see how the ink travels on the card. So you've got a slight texture there. We'll just pin that down, and we'll just pick up one of the rose stamps. We'll just pop that down. What colour? Oh, we'll do blue. I pick up my driest ink pad. We might be changing soon. And then we'll just stamp that down. Spritz it so it bleeds. Now this won't bleed as much as I want it to because the pad is dry, but
Oh, yeah.
My heat gun isn't there.
The hand will do when there is no heat gun.
So I'll just waffle that off a bit, and then what I'll do is I'll come in. In fact, this will give a nice, completely different.
Yeah.
If I was to go down on top of the wet, I'll get an extra bit of bleed.
I see.
So you wouldn't get that same effect with super smooth. You get an effect similar, but to be able to get that bleed around is gorgeous. I love using it.
Absolutely gorgeous. Now the watercolor card, I also die cuts beautifully. It has got that little chalk color rather than being just pure white. It's just a chalk. It's just an off-white, but also that soft texture. I mean, it means like Hazel has demonstrated perfect stamping, and of course the color watercolor moves beautifully. 422157 is your item number. Moving on to the next bundle, here we have got the 15 by 42 in true red and true green, 290 GSM. You are getting 50 in total, 25 of each color. Is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
Perfect. Now, of course, does it come with
You'll get your folds as well.
10 different folds. Does it, this one is included?
That is your inverted stepper. I did that one as the last demo on the last show. It was a bit of a race, but we did get there in the end.
Now, one of the things I love this size is the fact that will fit down
your C5, yes.
Which is a kind of a half A4.
So all of the folds with the 15 by 42s will either go in a C5 or a 6x6 envelope. So they'll all go through that cheaper post.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and that is helpful as well. I also use this size a lot for memory albums, because then I kind of just cut it down the middle and kind of fold them. And when I have to do special cards, I will also use this. £14.99 is the price. 380402 is your item number. Then we have got, of course, the puppy stamp next, which is fabulous. Is what was the first one that it was released,
yes.
You know?
Yeah, this is our baby, this one.
It is, and it's ever so popular.
Popular.
Oh, you treat.
I know. Sharp today.
You got me there. I cannot say anything witty after that.
This grip stamp in here is so usable. I just keep dipping in and in to use it. It just goes with so much. Yeah, a really usable stamp set all year round.
It is, and I think a poppy is, yes, it is associated with Remembrance Day, but you can make any color poppy as well. So if you wanted to do a different color, then you can then do that. Right, £14.95 is the price. 441936 is your item number. Then we have got Myla next here. Very busy for the Myla. I'm gonna look at. There is some things going on in the background. We are setting up for the Hornby show. You need to set up. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. But the Mylar, as a crafter, it excites me more.
Yeah.
I have to say, more than trains. Definitely. Because what can you do with a Mylar sheet?
Okay, so the first thing that I do, or did when I got mine, was chop my 12 by 12 sheet into 4. That will make you 4 stencils like so. And I've just looked through my stash and I chose my simple shapes because it's a 350 micron, and then I just die cut all different shapes into there. That means each one of those is costing you 50p. Yeah. Where can you buy a stencil for 50p? I've got clouds, I've got hexagons, circles. This is our Skyline die. So it's just got to be a thin metal die, and it'll go through whatever machine you have, whether it's the an electronic version or a windy manual. It will work, whatever your normal layer format is. And this also couples up really, really well with the Musket.
Absolutely.
Which I believe is
because
coming.
it's a slightly different type of magazine. Right, if you want to go for this bundle of Mylar, £11.99, 394204 is your item number. Then, of course, super smooth. We have got a bundle for you. Now, this is not A4, is it? It is the 21 by 30 centimeters.
Yeah, again, we've been requested for this because we bought it out and it was a black and white mix pack, 25 of each, and people have got to love it. So they asked for a larger pack. So that's why that's on there at the 80 sheets. You'll get your instructions in there for your 10 folds, but yeah, again, an excellent price for 50 sheets there.
Okay, so then of course we have got them in there. £10.99 is the price. 553-999 is your item number. Then we have got your mix pack next. Now this is 10 of each. We are getting the black, we are getting the white, the super smooth, we are getting the true red, we are getting the true green, and then we are getting watercolor card.
Yeah.
10 sheets of each, a mix of 290 GSM for the red and the green.
Yeah, 280 for the black.
And the watercolor.
And the watercolor, and 300 for the super smooth. A great starter pack this. If anybody hasn't tried our card before, this is a brilliant one for you to start with. Or it will mix in nicely with the one day special.
Absolutely. Now, of course, all of them are, you know, matte in the sense that you can stamp and emboss, and you can use Versamark as well. Now, of course, you have got them here. £13.99 is the price. You're saving £3,944,030 is your item number. And then, of course, we always say that if you want a card to look classy and expensive, use inserts, but even better with the Ice Gold A4 insert paper. 120 GSM, you're getting 300 sheets, and of course you have got that amazing £24 saving. You're just paying £14.99. Now, not only for inserts, is it toppers as well? We could
Absolutely, yeah. It takes ink beautifully, and you can even do your little faux bleaching. I've got a bit here, and I just want to pop some ink on. I'll go for a yellow this time, just to see if we get an interfere. Well, I'll put some yellow and some red. Whoopsie.
Oh, look at that.
That's the yellow, and then let's pop a bit of red.
Yeah.
But the great thing about it is that you don't lose the sheen. If I just... You can still see that. And if you spritz some water on it, obviously you don't want to be soaking it, but...
So as well, being 120 GSM means that if we are... Oh, look at that. Perfect for bleaching.
Yeah.
If you do that with navy colours, inks, then it will look like the sky.
Absolutely.
And you could do purples, and it could be a galaxy.
Do you know, you could even... You see, this is where us crafters get excited, because if you bring one of your masks in... oh, you see, I want the circle one, and you know it'll be at the bottom, because you said about a sky. I won't have what I want to hand. I just want a quickly blue one. Here we go. You use your miler.
Yeah.
I've got a little dangly bit there. How easy does that blend over there? And you're getting that lovely, soft... I'm not going to put any more ink on it, but look how that's building up. And then if you spritz on that, you think there's not a lot there, but actually, I hope there is.
Okay, yeah, I hope, yeah.
When I take that away.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
There, can you see that? Wow. It's probably hard to see, isn't it?
Yeah, but imagine if you
build
build
really
layers. Yeah, you build those layers.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. £14.99 is the price. 446374 is your item number. Now, we have got also the Musket Sheets, of course. Now, Hazel has been loving them using with the miler, but once we have got some news from Mr. Pink Frog himself, saying that when these ones are gone, $9.99 is the price, $976,569, and that is confirmation that once they are gone, so grab them now. They are in stock before they sold out and you miss out. Right, and this is, remember, this is the last show from Pink Frog Crafts before Christmas, and we are gonna try. Is it warranty delivery for before Christmas? For
yes, yeah.
Fabulous.
It'll all get shipped out next week.
I was wondering, because also had the question of, I always get guarantee and warranted for a mix-up. It's like in or on. A friend of mine explained it to me, like in or on. It's like, it still doesn't work for me. So, you know, so warranted. Yeah. Right, so what are you going to show us, Hazel?
Okay, so I just wanted to let you all know that the gesso has come back in, and I just thought I would have a little bit of a play with one of the 21x30 sheets from the one day special, and yeah, let's just have a little bit of a play.
You are getting 3 of those bottles, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
now.
so you're getting 200 ml in each, so 600.
600 ml.
Wow.
For
$11.97.
Absolutely. It's a cracking deal.
It is a good gesso, so please, if you want it, grab it now.
Right. So I've not done it straight onto the counter. I have got a piece of plastic there, and I'm just going to move this, evenly spread it out, and then I would just gently just apply.
Yeah.
And what it's doing, it's going to give us a really good base if we want to add extra, and I want some lighter bits, some darker bits. I have already got one prepped up, but I just wanted to show you the process that I went through to get it to how I've got it. So there would be my base layer.
Okay.
From there, I then got my music note stamp.
Okay.
I did that again, and then I just went over, braid some of the paint on, and then I would stamp portions over. Now, the gesso does dry quickly on the stamp because we're only putting it on very thin, so you'd probably only get 1 or 2 impressions, but you can see how you're building up that background, okay?
Okay.
The only thing that you need to do to care for your stamps is just wipe it off afterwards.
Right.
You can spray it with water and use a cloth. That's probably my preferred, but I haven't brought my cloth today. So just give that a wipe off. I'm getting in the little nooks and crannies, and that's cared
use
for.
like you know, an old toothbrush, clean obviously,
course, yeah.
and then kind of get into the crannies and make sure that
warm soapy water,
yeah,
that sort of thing.
absolutely,
And then I'm going to pick up this stamp, and what you can also do is then you can start and add and stamp onto it. Oh, I knew I'd do that. I'm so rough on this counter. Now, again, it's just a faint thing in the background and that you can build up. I'll put a bit on black.
Now, I can tell you that we are very busy, so please do check out your just baskets across the board, especially at the happy hours. Remember, the prices are going to go up at the end of the show. That is if the stock lasts, so please make sure that you check out your baskets.
So you can see there, and I'm just going to bend down because I want to show you, because in between the shows I was playing, that's how I started to build up. And this is it on red. So you can see you can get layer upon layer. I've put some roses in there in the gesso and then on the black. So from there, what I did was, let's get these bits around. Because it's a 21 by 30, I've made myself the inverted stepper. So I just cut my 2 lines from 3 to 18, and then I've scored down at 3, 6 and 18 and put my half fold in. So you can see on there I've got some real nice faint roses in the background, and then I've got my music stamp there. So that's the base of my card. And then what I've got is a matten layer. I'm just going to clean that ink because I know it'll end up all over me.
Okay.
So we'll start and play with some of the other stamps in the set now.
Perfect.
So for this one, I'm going to ink around a little bit in blue.
All right.
Just to edge it. We're going, we're going green and blue. Is it blue and green should never be seen?
Well, the thing is that
Or is it
that
pink?
saying. No. It's red. Well, they say green and so blue and green, but that is, in Spain we had the same saying about pink, red and orange, and yet it's a combination that works.
Yeah.
And I actually was thinking that exactly that the other day about colors and pigments. I was thinking that actually it's easier if you think of the color wheel. You go for the colors that are beside each other, like blue and green, and it blends. They blend so much better. I think what it doesn't look good is if it's a block color and then another block color that is blue and green. But if it's a graduation and blending and you bring them together in a harmonious way, then it works really well.
So I'm just using the single rose head to build a little border around.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a first and a second generation, some big, some small, and I haven't overlaid them, but I've just kept it quite spaced. And then I've got a nice background there for that to go on, so I shall stick that straight on with my collal. And then also in the stamp set we get a gorgeous stem with the little thorns on. I'm going to use that, but I'm going to use it in a slightly different way. I'm just going to put that in there. So pop that down.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah.
That just frames that all, and I've still got time to move it around. So for my next layer, I've got another matten layer there. What I'm going to do this time, I want a bit of green Is this it? Yes. Look at me, I've been really
look
organised.
at you, how organised. Yeah, but I have to do that as well, otherwise I bought a set of brushes, and if I don't do it immediately, I never do it, and then it becomes a mess, and then you get muddy
I know.
colours.
I didn't do it immediately, and yeah, I love these. These are the Sweet Poppy ones.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
I
she's
know.
amazing.
Lucy struggles to keep them in stock because they are so popular.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I adore Lucy. Another very talented lady. We have got such an amazing, talented group of guests here at Hochanda.
Right, here we go. So I'm just going to add that on there.
Okay.
And I'm going to use black for this. Now, just in case you're wondering, I'm sure this measures 11 centimetres square, and it's kind of the perfect size for this frame. So I'm just going to go, give it a wobble left to right, and I don't normally ink up like that, but it's just easy. And then I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the same, just give it a little crossover in the corner, and I just think it makes a lovely border. And then the last one, there we go. Pop that lid on there. And then the next piece is going to be this. So what I want to do is I'm going to stamp that down there, but I'm going to use a little bit of my Scotch tape.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to go below. Let me see if I've got
And
enough.
that's a Scotch tape. Don't get me started, because
It's okay.
I love it.
I was just going to say I haven't got. I didn't want it to go below, but I've got room above, so it's fine. I'm just going to position that there. I'm going to turn that upside down. In fact, I'm actually going to move that because I don't need it anymore.
Okay.
Here we go. So platform in.
Could you use, by the way, could you use a mylar as a gesso palette and then clean it up afterwards?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. You get 6 sheets in there. You might want to use one as like a messy craft sheet.
And then you can, of course, clean it up afterwards with
Definitely.
just soapy water.
So we're going to pick that up. We're going to stamp that one down, again using your Versaclair.
Yeah.
Such crisp images. It's beautiful. So now what I want is my mask. So this is how the masket comes.
Okay.
It's got a front there and an acetate back.
Yeah.
So all you would do is stamp onto the stamp your image onto there and cut it out, and that gives you this sheet here. Okay. So it's that one. Now I have used this quite a few times today. Just be careful. So I just need to cover up my rose with the leaves, there or thereabouts, perfect. And now what I want to do is add down some detail for the background. So of course I'm going to use that one. Rose, no it's not Rose. I've struggled with the name of this all day. The music notes.
The music, yeah.
So I've just added some ink on there, that's the top.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to stamp that over and just press around the rose. Beautiful.
Oh, look at that.
So then when I take that away, I've still got, should get another go out of that before it, oh, and whilst I've got my stamping platform out, I have got a matte layer here, which has got ink on it again. Why do I get so messy? We'll have, shall we have, should we do anniversary? No, let's do congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. I love the word congratulations.
And I'm going to centralise that.
And it's a lovely font as well.
Yeah, it's got like a double...
script, like fine line, yeah.
And you don't have to press hard. It literally is kiss.
Yeah.
And look at that, it's so crisp. And then I've done a matte layer for that one, so that will work too. So now we've just got to paint in our rose.
Yeah.
So all I would have is a water brush, some green and some blue.
Yeah.
And I might actually get a little bit more of another green. Just sometimes you like a bit of varied. So you don't have to be really artistic for this.
Right, yeah.
We're just going to add a couple of different greens down. And this is the beauty of this stamp set as well, because the shading is there and it helps you and it guides you through where you need to add your colour.
Yeah, I like it.
So this looks gorgeous, decoupaged up. I did it in the first hour, and I just kept it black and white, but it looked so elegant. I really liked it. And it's funny because we were talking before the show started and I said I would have liked to have coloured it with pencil and blended it out with the stub. I think it would have looked lovely. So the first thing that I do when I get home is going to be trying that.
Absolutely. I look at that. I love the simplicity and yet the elegance of these images. And I think that that's something that to be said about the whole range of Pink Frog crafts. That it's the fundamentals. It's going back to the very essence of paper crafting. Good cardstock, amazing value for money, but of course beautiful images that we want to use time and time again, that are stamped beautifully. Photopolymer made in the UK, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah, here in Peterborough.
Yeah, so yeah, they are here, you know, not far at all. But also you have got, of course, that smooth card, the super smooth card in white, the true green, the true red in the one day special. Remember that size 21 by 30 is just a little bit bigger than an A4, but it means that you can score it much easily.
Okay.
But,
I'm thinking, where's me glue? So we'll just mat and layer that together.
Yeah.
And then that is just something a little bit different.
Perfect, yeah.
This one really needs a little bit of ink around it. What should we do? Green?
Green, oh, lovely.
Just a faint bit.
Yeah.
Probably get more on it off my fingers. There we go. And then we've got that background. But it's just quite a nice contrast with the gesso on there. And that one's stuck, so let's start and piece it together.
Right.
I might as well stick that one on there first, actually.
Okay.
Save me
Are you
struggling.
using collal glue?
Collal in there, yeah.
So remember the happy hour, that is 1 liter of collal. Very, very busy for it. It's almost half price. Remember that low price is only here for 1 hour. £15.99 is the price. We, both Hazel and myself, we absolutely love it. Now you can use it from the bottle, but because it has got a nozzle here. But of course, what it means is also you can decant it up to 10 times in the smaller bottles, or even the one that Hazel is using 26 times. This bottle, 26 times into the smaller bottle that Hazel is using.
Don't forget the 0.6.
Absolutely. The 0.6 is very important. It's always very important.
Definitely.
It is over halfway there to a full 27.
Yeah. Right, we'll just add that sentiment on the bottom. And then you've got a lovely contrast with the gesso and the green and the blue there.
Yeah.
Just something slightly different.
All right, it's absolutely, and you can see how you have blended the green and the blue perfectly, making it all work beautifully together. Now, of course, that is featuring the one day special. Thank you, Hazel. Okay. While Hazel is resetting for the next demonstration, let me remind you of the one day special. What do you get? Well, you get, of course, those beautiful brand new photopolymer stamps by Pink Frog, the rose. But also you are getting the true red, the true green, and the super smooth card. You are getting it in this size that is slightly, like I call it, an A4 plus, because you are getting well, basically 0.3 millimeters more, not 0.3 centimeters more than an A4, which means that it will still fit in the same sizes envelopes, but it will give you a much easy scoring. For instance, if you are folding, what it was, there was one that I kind of exemplified very well. Let me see, show it here. If you want to do a Z fold, or this one, if you have an A4, to score it is a pain, because how do you divide 29.7 into 3? You can't. Whether this is 30 divided into 3, it's just 10, 20, and that's it.
Correct.
And
that's what we love.
Exactly. And
simplicity.
It is, but still means that it will fit into our standard sizes.
Exactly. And don't forget, if you cut it in half, then you get them twofers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you can have 2 of these ones. If you cut it vertically, so if you take it like this, and then you can score it, or you can cut it so you would have 2, this from out on A4, or you could cut it the other way around, so this way, and then you would have it portrait fold. Right, if you want to go for, sorry, Hazel.
I was just going to say, inside there is the 180 GSM Super Smooth insert paper, which I actually love for that. So for those two cards, it was one sheet of card, one sheet of paper, and it gave me the two cards.
Fabulous.
But I do like doing the inserts with it because it's a nice weight, 180, so you can't see through it, if you know what I mean.
962066 is your item number, £14.95 is your price. Now we have got the Super Smooth, of course, the Happy Hour, the other one, we have got two. So make sure that you check out your baskets. Yes, the one day special price, if the stocks last, which should last until 6 p.m. There is so much in this happy hour that thank goodness for my here we have it. So let's kind of say now the happy hour, you are getting A4 and A3 300 GSM Super Smooth, 100 sheets in total, 40 of the A3, 80 of the A4. That £8 saving, well, that £8 saving is going to disappear in about 25 minutes. So do check out your baskets now to not miss out. £13.98 is what you are paying plus PMP if you are not a Freedom member. 462614 is your item number. Let's head back to Hazel because you have got a very interesting fold there.
I have. So I'm going to do the triple flip flap.
Yeah.
And it's just one sheet of the 21 by 30 for the base. So just grab it and cut it in half to start with. So we're going to cut that at 15.
Okay.
So one is going to be the base and this top one is going to be the top, but we need to make it into a frame. So very quickly, I'm just going to pop this on, and it's a 3 centimetre frame. So we're going to cut from 18 up to 3, and put that edge on 3, and we're going to go 3 down to 18, and just rotate that, and just cut between the lines, which is 3 to 12 on both sides.
All right.
Okay, so the reason I had to cut that is because I need this piece, because I have got some prepped. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way.
Okay.
What I've done, I've proceeded to cut a smaller one so that I can stick it on the top, and I've already added some ink because I have got another demo and I wanted to speed it up so that you could see more different techniques. So for this piece to start off with, I'm going to grab one of the rose stamps, and I have picked the plain one again, and I'm not leaving this one out with the leaves, it's just that I just wanted to keep it one colour. So I'm just going to do the same technique where I'm just going to randomly go round, moving the stamp all of the time. Do be careful if you do one print and then move it, because you might get a stripe, if that makes sense. So if you're going to do it like that, do a top and a bottom. And then this is just adding interest around the outside there. Quite quick to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. We'll just clean that up or it will end up everywhere. Now for the little flaps or the flips, whatever you want to call them, you need 3 pieces of card, okay? Now I've gone ahead and prepped this, again, just to reduce the time of the demo down a bit. And I've got 2 already made. So basically when you make a flip flap card, the size of your aperture just needs to divide to the amount of flaps you want in. So I want 3, so that's, I've just divided it by 3. I don't want to go into the maths because I want to just show you. Right, so I'm going to cut this section out. 1, 2, and then on this side I'm just going to make a little snippet like so. Now these ones are going to fold back and these will go either side. Let's move that to the side. So I've cut myself a little matten layer, one for the front and one for the back, and all I've done is blended around and used my music note on there just for a little bit of decoration. So I'm going to matten layer that on, and then we will stamp our little rose. So get it the right way. So they're all going to match. These ones have got happy birthday, so I'm going to do the centre one So I've got my little piece of card, and I'm going to choose this rose here. I'm going to position on.
Oh, look at that.
So I've got little bits coming off, but that's fine. That's exactly how I wanted it. Right, so anywhere in your platform, just pin that down, and then we'll stamp that. Little bit of black ink, and again that'll just get painted in with, I've used wild honey and some greens which aren't there anymore. That green there.
What was it? That would be shabby shutters?
I think it might be rustic hinge.
Rustic hinge.
Rustic hinge?
No, that's a yellow.
That's a, yeah, I mean rustic wilderness.
Oh, the new one.
Yes.
Oh, you are just showing off because you know that I don't have it.
Next time.
Yeah.
I might bring you one.
No.
You're waiting for Santa?
You know, yeah, I'm going to get right to Santa Tim Holtz to see if, you know. No, I mean, I'm joking. I'm going to... You know, it's just nice to treat yourself sometimes, but I've just been so busy the last few months that it's just hard sometimes to keep up on things like this.
Okay, so a little bit of wild honey, and again, this is, I don't need all that ink, but getting a layer down there, and then it'll dry as you're going through, but then going a layer over the top, and it just deepens the shading where it needs to be deeper.
Right.
So nothing really artistic here, just showing you.
Right.
Take the colour off your brush and then blend that out. You get that nice softer piece. Yeah. So I'm not going to do any more than that to it. We're going to add that on. Use our collal again. And then that's going to go in there. So then we have our base, like so. We're going to pop our frame over the top.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah.
I've forgotten to do something.
What have you forgotten?
Well, I need to blend this.
Oh, I see.
I meant to do it when I did the frame, but it doesn't matter. I'll just do a different version. So I'm going to add some of this ink around, and then we'll just stamp a few. It doesn't even have to be perfect. So I'm going to actually scrub at it just to give it a little bit of, that's better. Right, so into our rose. And just get that random over there. Because this is just the bit that shines through. Shines? It's not going to shine. You'll see it when it flips and flaps. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's wipe that mess up before we put it together. Okay. Right.
Very busy for the one-day special. If you want the one-day special, please do check out your baskets. Remember, this is the final call for the final live hour for the one-day special.
Okay, so I'm laying my frame down so that I can position that perfectly in the middle. Take the frame away then, and that's going to help me. Just going to test that I've done that all right. Have I got the right bit?
You haven't got the
Just bear with me, I'm so sorry.
Hazel,
it's
you
fine.
have been
this
doing
is the
24
beauty.
hours
I know, but
of collal as well.
Absolutely. I haven't even wrecked it. It's fine. We've got away with it. Right, so we'll do that again.
Put it in there.
That's on there.
Place it in.
Place it in. Let's just get that. That's it. Right, it's now in the right place.
Yeah.
Okay, that piece.
Yeah.
Is to go on the back, just to add a little bit of stability and make it pretty to write on.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. Yeah. We've saved it. Right, on this side, we're going to have happy first. Just fold my tabs. I'm going to swap glue to my EVA. Right.
And EVA, what does it stand for?
Oh, I knew you'd ask me that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I can't remember. All I know is I'll know. I'll know when I bring it. But we've got some glue coming. Should be next time I come. Okay. I know that there's a technical.
Yeah. Okay. Our Katie is on it. I love voices in my ear. Katie is a real person, a lovely person as well.
So fold that
apparently
tab back.
it's not easy to find, so we are looking forward to the day that our Hazel and Pink Frog brings it to air.
Yes.
Okay. Apparently it's something very difficult to say.
See?
Ethylene vinyl acetate.
There you go.
It's not difficult. Ethylene.
It's good. All I know is it's amazing.
Oh, good.
Right, so I've just flipped back this tab, butted that up each time. So now I've got 6 little tabs that are flapping.
Yeah.
Pop my glue on.
Does it dry quite quickly then?
Yes, very good.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Right. And look at that. Right.
And I just want to stick this frame on.
Yeah, to
the slightly bigger one.
Yeah. So then it will be a stronger one. So there we have it.
And it gives that gorgeous border.
Absolutely.
Right then. So all you do, line it up on this side, push down, lean on it,
Yeah.
just press, wait until that's grabbed. If you start trying to manoeuvre it, you see I've noticed that needs to be flipped on this side. That's it. Right. Once it's in place, you watch it spring. Perfect.
Oh,
That
look
way.
at that.
Press that way.
That's
And now
so
you've got-
cool. Wow. Look at that. I love that. And you could have, I just, you know what, I'm tempted, I would be tempted to put behind each of them,
Yeah.
like a picture of the family, like a different members of the family.
They look brilliant with pictures.
Yeah.
Next time I come back, I'll make you one of these, a big, massive one out of 15 by 42s.
Oh, fabulous. We look forward to that. But that would be after Christmas. Remember, this is the last show before Christmas.
I've got another show.
Oh, you have got all of
Yeah, it's the 22nd and 23rd, another one-day special, but obviously you're not going to get guaranteed delivery for Christmas.
Oh, I see. So that
Yeah.
this is the last time that
Yes.
is warranted for delivery for Christmas.
Guaranteed.
A guarantee. Oh,
Warranty is repair.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. No, it comes from the same word.
got T in it.
We have it in Spanish. Yeah, it's basically the same principle, but it's just like one for anyway. This is a craft show, not a linguistics one. One day special. And now, real quick reminder, and before we rejoin Hazel, we will have about, I think, about 7 minutes, 6 minutes. Right, so. The one-day special stands by Pink Frog. We get the rose. We get also true red, true green, and super smooth card. We get it in the 21 by 30 centimeters, which means that it's an A4 plus. Getting those 3 extra millimeters means that your scoring is so much easier. Now remember that true green and the true red are 290 GSM, and the super smooth is 300 GSM. So perfect for your constructions, for your paper engineering as well. And of course, you can use it for your memory books because the true green and true red are an acid and lignin free. £14.95 is your price, £4.75 saving. Now we have got also the Musket Sheets. They are now limited stock. Remember that if you want them before Christmas, this is it. $9.99 is the price. You are getting 10 of the sheets suitable for stamping and then fussy cutting them, of course, as making your own mask. Of course, this is like kind of a washi tape as well, in the sense that you could actually use it as a stamping and then using as washi paper on your creations. 976569 is your item number. Now, you may want to go for Mylar. Mylar, you can create your own stencils and masks from 350 micron Mylar. 6 sheets in total of the 12 by 12, which means that you can divide it into 4, you can make an A4, you can make whatever you want. You can die cut it with simple, clean shapes, even with wafer thin dies. But of course, it's not the best intricate, but it's of course the circles, those city landscapes, and so much more. 394204 is your item number. And of course, remember as well the happy hour for the collal glue, very busy for that as well. Remember to check out your baskets. Now, Hazel, we will have about exactly 6 minutes.
Okay, I think it'll be a race to the masket because this card is, I love doing it.
Perfect.
Okay, so I have made myself 2 or 3 of these little rose masks just by simply stamping on to, I've got a bit here, I think. There we go. So just stamp onto the white bit cut around it, and then it will peel off and you can stick it onto something like acetate.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with the single rose head, and I'm going to use barn door, and I'm going to stamp down. So you will need 2 or 3 for this. So I'm going to use a dirty one first. So then just line that up, stick it down, stamp up again, and I'm going to stamp another one down. Then I'm going to take another piece, cover that one up,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go again. And I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to be creating myself a heart.
Yeah.
Well, half a heart.
Right.
If I can get this right, I'll be amazed. So when I did my first demo, I was like, wow, that's worked really well.
Yeah.
And then I thought, I'm going to demo this.
Oh.
Is it going to go right the second time?
It is, of course it is. Don't doubt yourself. We have got
So
faith
just keep
in you.
taking one off, covering it,
There.
and then...
And you can reuse them quite a few times.
Absolutely,
You know, the
yeah.
muskets.
So, depending, there's no measuring out. This is just by eye. So it depends what shape heart you'll be ending up with.
Yeah.
But then once I've got these red ones down,
Yeah.
I then use the same masks, and I'm going to go over it with some grey VersaFine and use the larger rose stamp, which is going to put all my foliage in. Will you keep giving me little time checks? Just
Oh, yeah,
because
sorry.
I don't want...
We have got 3 minutes left.
Okay, right. We're nearly there then,
Yeah,
on
so-
this layer. So long as I can get a little bit of the next bit
Absolutely.
done, I'll be happy. So then that last one... Okay, so that looks about...
Yeah,
that looks
that
hearty,
looks really
doesn't it?
good.
Yeah, happy with
Yeah.
that. Bit of tissue. So then my next stamp is the one with the leaves on, and I'm going to use my grey stamp.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ink... Spread. Right, I'll need one more.
Right.
Stuck it down so tight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cover this one up. And it's good because one of the petals has got this kind of jaunty, sticky out bit.
Right.
And so it helps you. So I'm going to go maybe there. And then we'll stick a bit more. Oh, it's on the floor.
Yeah, grab the, it's gone downstairs, the ink pad.
Yeah. And then each time you do one,
Yeah. Lift.
just move it up.
That is
So-
a fabulous way of using both the stamps and the musket.
If I just do that to get a few of these grey in, and then
Yeah.
I want to go to the bud while I've got this, and you'll
Yeah.
get the gist. We'll put those on like that.
Yeah.
And then with black on the buds,
Yeah.
you might want to change your mask, but I
Yeah.
think I'm going to place these strategically so that I don't have to.
Yeah. We have got about just under 2 minutes left.
Okay, that's fine. And you would keep adding, is this one?
Elements, yeah.
Little bits.
Oh, perfect.
So if we take some of these off to
Yeah.
reveal, pop them back onto your sheet because you can reuse them.
Yeah.
And they're not ripping your work or anything. But can you see how you've got all of the different bits
Absolutely.
coming together? If I bring this into play, look,
Look,
that's all I've done there.
wow.
And it's just purely using those Musket
Yeah.
sheets. They are fantastic and they'll change your life. So for this area down the side here, am I okay for 1 minute?
You have got just a minute left. By the way, I want to tell you that check out your basket, especially the happy hours, because those ones' prices will go up. The Musket sheets at bottom of the screen, very, very busy for those ones, as is the one-day special details on the left-hand side of the screen. Sorry, Hazel,
That's
I know
absolutely
that...
fine.
Oh, look at
No
that.
problem
Doesn't
at
it?
all. And
Look
then
at that.
all I would do to finish that off is a nice big dark one there. And I've got myself a little sentiment, which is
It's just beautiful, isn't it?
just popped congratulations, and that'll go down there.
Perfect.
But simple, I'll finish that off,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Hazel, we have got seconds to go.
Okay.
The first thing I want to say is massive thank you for this
Thanks
24
for having
hours.
me, and thank you to everybody that's taken advantage. I hope you enjoy your goodies when they come home.
Well, indeed. Oh, how can they not? Do check out your baskets for whatever we have got on the show. It is very busy. Remember that the one-day special should last until 6 p.m. However, the stock might not last. Especially check out your baskets for the happy hour, because that will run out at the end of this hour. So you have got about 4 minutes to check out your baskets. Now, of course, Hazel and of course Pink Frog Crafts, thank you so much. We'll see you on the
22nd.
Stay tuned. I'll see you in 2 days, in Wednesday.